What's up, guys? One Koala Man here, bringing you episode number 7 of our Attack on Titan reviews. And this episode, guys, was pretty freaking legit. It was kind of slow at the beginning. Actually, it was really slow in the beginning, but it quickly built up pace, like kind of towards the middle end area. But anyways, if you like today's episode, be sure to destroy that thumbs up button or that like button down below. If you want to see more content for a fairy tale, Attack on Titan, etc., because, you know, there might be Pokemon, there's going to be football, because, you know, I love football, and football is going to be a thing, but that's in the future. I'll make an update video about that later in the future. And, yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Share it to everybody you know would enjoy this kind of review, because, like I said, this review is not like any other review. It's more like a recap kind of stuff. And if you enjoy that, awesome. If you don't, more power to you. I'm sure there are other people that are doing actual reviews, because this is not an actual review, but it's my review. But anyways, let's get this mother underway. Alright, so we begin this episode off in like a building, like a storage house kind of place. And the commander of one squad is arguing with the squad because he wants to go out and, you know, go into the inner wall because he wants to be safe. If I'm reading it correctly, or reading between the lines, you know, if I'm going like that correctly, that he wants to be safe, and he's just saying, screw all of you, I'm getting out of here. And so he leaves everybody out in the storage area to fend for themselves pretty much against the Titans. And apparently, after that's all said and done, the HQ is this big giant building, and there are people inside of it, you know, hiding behind tables, and this guy's cleaning out like a musket looking thing, and he finally cleans it out. He, you know, gets the bullets in there, and this girl next to him is saying a musket's not gonna work against him, and he's like, oh, it's okay, and he puts the gun in his mouth and he pulls the trigger. I'm like, wow. So he just killed himself because he couldn't handle the pressure of all of this, and that's a real shame, honestly. That's a real shame. So now we move on to from the supply depot, the HQ, all the way to, you know, like the other half of the city. And Jean and Connie are talking about how they're almost out of gas, and they're along with, you know, other surviving people on like this roof. And they're all talking about how they need to get gas, but the supply depot like lost their will to fight, and so they just pretty much gave themselves to the Titans. And the building is just overrun by Titans. Titans climbing all over the building. I don't know why that building is so special. Why they can't be climbing some other building, I have no idea. But they are all over that freaking building, and they are trying to figure out what it is they have to do. So everybody's talking on the roof, trying to figure out what the game plan is, because nobody knows what to do, because almost every single one of them is already almost out of gas, and they need to go to the supply depot and get their gas back. So I don't know how they're going to do it. And then Mikasa drops by, and she's saying, you know, where's Eren at? And he, I don't remember if it's Jean or somebody else telling her that Armin's the only surviving person of their squad, of Eren's squad. And so she goes up to him and she says, Armin, where's Eren at? And he just looks up at her and he can't say a single word. He just starts crying, and Mikasa is honestly super calm about it. And he's bawling out, and she's looking at him with the straightest face ever and saying, look, don't worry about this, okay? And like, because I know Mikasa is, you know, hurting a lot on the inside, and plus I saw her wearing that scarf that Eren gave her last episode when they were kids, so that's like kind of like Natsu and his scarf in Fairy Tail. And so yeah, I saw her wearing her scarf, and that's just sad. Like that's the closest thing she had to family, and Armin just let him die. So of course, and then Mikasa is like getting the courage, and she says, no, I'm the strongest one here. You guys can twiddle your thumbs and watch how this is done. And she starts getting this big old boost of confidence, and then she goes to the supply depot. Oh, she heads towards it, and she's going Mach speed on that mother. She's slicing through, dicing through Titans, and people are saying, what are we doing? We can't let Mikasa go do this alone. So let's go. So Jean goes, Armin goes, Reiner goes, Annie goes, everybody starts going, and Mikasa is like going super fast, which also means she's using more gas to go faster. And she runs out of gas finally after she's cutting through Titans, dicing through Titans, and she like runs into the building on the roof and she falls down. Armin goes after her, and I believe Connie goes after Armin, and Connie's telling Jean, you take everybody else, you go towards there, I'm gonna go get Armin, who's getting Mikasa. And Mikasa is on the ground and she's just grieving. She's just saying, why does this have to happen to me? I lost my parents, I lost Eren now, I lost Eren's parents, or Eren's mom. She's like, why can't this not happen to me, pretty much. So Mikasa is grieving in her own way, and she sees a Titan, and she just sits there waiting for the Titan to devour her, and is walking towards her, and then another Titan comes behind her, and it comes walking towards her, and then Mikasa, like the first Titan reaches for Mikasa, and Mikasa like unconsciously just slices the hand, and she's saying, why am I fighting? I gave up already. Why am I doing this? And so she's still fighting, and then she's like getting flashbacks of when when Eren says, you gotta fight to live. You gotta keep fighting, Mikasa. And the same like boost of courage that got her to kill the goon in last episode with the knife, she was getting ready to destroy this Titan right now with that same burst of courage. And then that second Titan just boom, just wails on that other Titan, and he is just destroying that Titan. And Mikasa's like, what is happening? Like, this Titan is killing another Titan. I've never heard of such a thing. And this Titan, this like mysterious Titan, this thing's freaking buff too. It's like stomping the head of the other Titan, and it is just destroying the heck out of this Titan. So Armin finally finds Mikasa, and he picks her up, gets her to a building, and Connie catches up. He's like, it's funny because Armin was like, okay, when they got on the roof, Armin was like, are you okay, Mikasa? And then Connie came like literally a second later and said, are you guys alright? I was like, okay. But anyways, they see like one Titan, and then they see this mysterious Titan again. And Connie's like, we gotta get out of here. And Mikasa's like, no, this Titan's different. And then this mysterious big giant Titan just brings his arm back and on the other Titan, knocks his head clean off. Like, this is a home run hit from this Titan. And nobody knows where this Titan came from. And they're saying, okay, we gotta get out of here before this Titan looks at us. And Mikasa is saying, no, this Titan like has nothing to do with us. This Titan wants nothing to do with us. All it wants to do is kill these other Titans. So, I don't know. Mikasa, at the end of this episode, Mikasa's just thinking about, what is this mystery Titan doing? Are there more like it? Like how can we use this to our advantage? So, I don't know. That's the end of this episode. Like I said, it did pick up pace near the middle-ish end of the episode. So, that is the end of the episode of Attack on Titan. Alrighty guys, you already know I don't like to end off these episodes without a question of the day. So today's question for the day is, since they were talking about the HQ and supply, what building in your city would you want to have like a HQ, like a headquarters or supply area? Like, it could be any building, it could be a museum, it could be your house, but this is for like an army. So where do you want it to be at? Where would you want to be at? Now in Tucson, they do have an Air Force base, but I would not want that because it's too cliche. I would want that, well, the place I think is going to be kind of cliche too, is a mall, and it is called Park Place Mall. It is the like southeast from where I'm pointing, where I'm facing right now. It is southeast from where I'm facing. It's a decent sized mall, and I would just love that to be just some cool like HQ for like Titan hunting. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Titan hunting stuff and like the gas, weapons. It'd be legit. Like honestly, it is pretty cliche though, because a lot of like end of the world things happen in like malls, like what is it? What's that movie? I don't know. I don't know what the movie's called. I forgot what the movie's called. Oh, Dawn of the Dead. That's what it's called. Left 4 Dead takes place in a mall too. Dead Rising takes place in a mall, but those are all like zombie stuff. But still, that's where I would want like an HQ to be. So, in your city, what building would you have for your HQ? Again, is the question of the day. So let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, keep it cool.